between letting then quarterback Drew Brees walk and then firing head coach Marty Schottenheimer, how do you think that affected the Chargers' ability to win the Super Bowl?
Well, you talk about camaraderie, on a team. When you get rid of certain guys, that hurts the camaraderie of the team, because now you have to learn a new coaching staff, you have to learn a new quarterback, and that may take you a couple of years to get used to a new coaching staff. And so at the most critical time, I felt like when we was right there, where we was one of the most dominant teams in football, a change was made that wasn't necessary, and it cost us, in the end. We never won a championship, even though it seemed like we was right on the brink of winning one or two.
Do you think you would have won if both of them stuck around? Really?
Yeah, we would have won. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Well, we Marty had built a team that was strong in all aspects. We can run the ball, we can throw. We were a physical team on defense. We can get out to the quarterback. We could stop the run. We were good on special team. We had a solid team, and everybody knew Marty's philosophy. We knew what Marty expected out of all of us. That year with Phillip was just, he was a young quarterback, and so we really didn't want to open the offense up. We was very conservative. We ran the ball very well. We was probably ranked number 1 in rushing, but we had a young quarterback that we did want to, make him make mistakes, force him into mistakes. So we played conservative football. If we would have had a, experienced quarterback like Drew, we would have been able to, open it up a little bit more, do more things, and we would have been even more dangerous.
You, throughout your career, have been showered with praise for how humble you are, how kind you are, how generous you've been to countless people. But when you were released from the Chargers, there was, I think for the first time, some people that were critical of some comments that you made. And I only thought it was worth bringing this up, given that the rest of your career has, everybody has only said positive things. And I'm sure you saw this article, but I wanted to read a quote to you that, and I'm just reading a couple excerpts, but some of the criticism seemed biting, and it was in the San Diego Union Tribune. It read, since being released by the Chargers, the great tailback, once the most common among uncommon athletes, always the genuine humble superstar, has thrown so many people under the bus, it's become impossible for him to drive it straight anymore. And the columnist goes on, there are pyromaniacs who haven't burned this many bridges. LT owes an apology to his teammates, especially his offensive line who supported him, his head coach, Norv Turner, the organization that made him a wealthy man, and most of all, the Chargers faithful who loved him so to the point of wearing number 21 to bed. The Chargers haven't always done so with their stars, but the team handled LT's release with class and integrity, and the columnist says LT did not return the favor. Any truth to any of that?
I think that was, that was in response to, I was already on the Jets team, and, we were talented on the Jets, and it was, the question was, is this the most talented team you've been on? And I said, yeah, possibly one of the most talented teams I've been on. We got a dominant defense, number 1 defense in the league. We're top 5 in running the football. We got a young quarterback in Sanchez that's up and coming. This is one of the most talented teams that I've ever been on. And people took exception to, the things that I was saying about my new team, comparing it to my former team, saying, oh, he's trying to say that the offensive line is not that good, and all this kind of stuff, which I really wasn't. I've never bashed my offensive line, never, and
obviously it's water under a bridge now. You were loved then, equally loved now, but did it, get to you that, everybody thought maybe you always said the right thing, and for the first time you were maybe giving a little more than you'd otherwise give?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I just felt like it was the chance for somebody, to take a shot at me, of something I've said, And like I said, I was on a new team. I was no longer thinking about the things that happened in San Diego. I was moving forward. I was talking about my current team and really pumping up my current team, and it was just mind-boggling that people, someone, a writer would take some things that I said and just kind of, make it seem like I dogged my old team, which that wasn't the case.
The general manager, A.J. Smith, how do you view him today?
I think he's, he's one of the toughest GMs that we have in football. I mean, he's
tough in what ways?
Well, he's a guy that, there's his way to do things. Like, he feels like his way is the right way to build a team, and there's no changing that. His way is the only way. It's his way or the highway, as they say. I always felt like, it was never the right thing, certain decisions. Even though I played through it and I never really publicly criticized A.J. Smith, I just felt like, at some point this is going to backfire.